कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले
श्रीमते
भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे ज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा ददामि स्वाभ्रतान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतां कृष्ण चैतन्य श्री राधा कृष्ण श्री गोपेशा गोपिका गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासुदेव गौरभक्तवृंद श्री कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे। Also not here. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 3 times. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, text 42 and 43. Yamimam पुष्पितं वाचं यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः वेदवादरतः पार्था वेदवादरताः पार्था नान्या अस्तीति वादिनः नान्यादस्तीति वादिनः स्वर्गपरं स्वर्गपरं जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रिया विशेषा बहुला क्रिया विशेष बहुला भोगैश्वर्या गतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्या गतिं प्रति यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचा प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः वेदवादारताः वार्ता नान्यादस्तीति वादिनः अहमात्मनः स्वर्गपरा जन्म कर्म फलप्रदम् क्रिया विशेष बहुला भोगैश्वर्या गतिं प्रति He keeps on trying.
Sure. Yam ebe pushpitam vacha.
Yeah.
Yam. Yam imam pushpitam vacha.
The secret is very simple. When the line is there on top of any letter, you just make it long. Dirgha, it's called Dirgha. You just make it long, then you get the right sound. If your daughter is hungry, there's always prasadam there. She can maybe still become. There are some kids who are taking, so it's fine.
Yeah, if somebody is hungry, the kids can come.
Just feel free. There's no problem. We want them to be comfortable.
Yeah. If your ears should be here, and let them eat. No problem. Okay, then everything ready.
There's yummy cakes. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah, you want to try?
Yam pushpitam vacha.
Pravadanti.
Pravadanti vipassitah.
Try one more time.
Janma karma phaladam. Bahura. Bhogeshvarya gatim prati.
You understand? Moksha?
Yamimam pushpitam vacham.
Pravadanti.
Pradanti avipasyatiha. Aspirivartinah.
Kamatmanaya.
Kamatmanah. Varkaparam.
Janma, Janma karma. Janma karma,
Karma karma.
phala, phala pradham.
Janma
Janma karma, phala pradham. Vishesha, bahulam. Kriya vishesha, bahulam. Bhogaishwarya, gatim gatim. And do the word to word meaning. Yamimam, all these. Pushpitam, flowery. Acham, birds. Pravadanti, say. Avipastitaha, men with poor fund of knowledge. Vedavadarataha, supposed flowers of the Vedas.
Supposed flowers of Veda.
Partha,
Martha,
O son of Pritha,
O son of Pritha,
na,
no,
never.
never,
Anyat,
Anya,
anything else.
anything else.
Asti,
Asi,
there is. Iti,
Iti,
this.
this.
Vadinaha,
Vadinaha,
advocates.
advocates.
Kamatmanaha,
Kamatmanah,
desires for sense gratification.
desire of sense gratification.
Vargapara,
Vargapara,
aiming to achieve
aiming to achieve
heavenly planets.
heavenly planets.
Janma karma phala pradam,
Janma karma phala pradham,
resulting in fruitive action,
resulting in productive action.
which is good birth, etc. Kriya Vishesha,
Kriya Vishesha,
pompous ceremonies.
compulsory,
Bahulam, various.
various,
Bhoga, sense enjoyment.
sense enjoyment.
Aishwarya,
Aishwarya,
opulence. Gatim,
Attainment,
progress.
progress.
Prati,
Happy
towards.
towards.
Translation. Men of small knowledge are very much attached to the flowery words of the Vedas, which recommend various fruitive activities for elevation to heavenly planets, resultant good birth, power, and so forth. Being desirous of sense gratification and opulent life, they say that there is nothing more than this. Um, I will actually touch the next sloka also because they're connected. So why people are like that, it's like giving a reason. And who are those people? So we'll go to 44. Bhogaishwarya Prashaktanam Taya Bhadruta Chetasa Yavasayatrika Bhuti
Devasaya Buddhi,
Samadhavana Vidiyate
Samadhavana,
Bhogaishwarya
Bhogaishwarya,
Prashaktana
Prashaktana,
Bhogaishwarya Prashaktana
Bhogaishwarya, Prashaktana,
Saya Bhadruta Chetasa
Dasa,
Vyavasayatrika Buddhi
Sayatika Buddhi,
Samadhavana Vidiyate.
Samadhavana,
Aryan, you want to try? 44. Yeah, try saying.
Bhogaishwarya, Prashaktana,
Taya Bhagavad
Buddhi.
Starting.
Word to word. Bhoga,
Bhoga,
material enjoyment.
material,
Aishwarya,
Aishwarya,
opulence.
opulence,
Prashaktana,
Prashaktana,
those who are so attached.
those who are so
Taya,
attached
by such things.
by such things.
Apahruta bewildered in mind. Vyavasayatmika, fixed determination.
Fixed determination,
Buddhi,
the
devotional service
devotional service
of the Lord.
of the Lord.
Samadho,
Samadha,
in the controlled mind.
the control in mind.
Na, never.
Never
Vidhiyate,
be
does take place.
just
Translation. In the minds of those who are too attached to sense enjoyment and material opulence, and who are bewildered by such things, the resolute determination of devotional service to the Supreme Lord does not take place. So, I just read the translate the purport of what?
Can I see something?
Yeah,
Why does all in Brahma and all the photos? Well, not that one, but why does Brahma always look older than Vishnu?
good question.
Because Brahma was born by Vishnu, which it doesn't make sense if Brahma looks older.
It's a very good question. Do you know that you heard his question? He said, always in all the pictures, Vishnu looks young, Brahma looks old. Why is that? Generally, actually, he is correct also. So, the difference is everyone, everyone who's born into this material world, we all have a material body. We are born, even though we are a soul, we are an eternal spirit soul, we are entrapped into a body. And the body ages. But the spirit, the Atma, remains the same. But as long as you have a body, that will age. So Brahma, being the first living entity in this whole creation, who created all of us, is the oldest grandfather for all of us. He's the oldest living entity. So he is aging. But Vishnu, who does not come into this material world, does not have a material body. Even if he comes here, he does not take any material body. So when he came in front of his mother, Devaki, you know how he appeared? In his four-handed form.
Yeah.
He reminded her, you have prayed to me to have you as your son. So I am just reminding you, I am the same person to satisfy your desire. I am the same Supreme Lord. And he shows his four-handed Kanka Chakra Gada Padma, everything. Now you wanted me to become your baby, right? Then forehand, he makes it into two hands and he shows this Krishna form. And that Krishna form immediately turns into a baby and then he's sleeping next to her. So there is no material body. What happens if you don't brush your teeth every day when you wake up?
It stinks.
But you know what Krishna's mouth is when he opens his mouth?
everything.
Yes, he already got the answer. Okay.
Yes.
Krishna showed all the universes, the entire universe. And how old was he? Two, not even two. He was eating one, he was crawling, and it's one, two, that's all. How big can his mouth be?
Yeah.
So small. Look at that boy, two. That's all, that's the age. Ask him to open the mouth.
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. What's his name? Anish. Anish. Anish, can you open your mouth? He's busy. So that big, the entire universe fitted inside. Think about it. So Krishna does not have any material body. So Brahma is aging and all of us are aging. Brahma also dies. We also die. Brahma also lives 100 years. We also live 100 years. It's just that his 100 years are very long. And of course, what happened?
They have to go at 7:45.
Oh, okay, okay.
They'll hear over there. They'll just eat prasad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they can. You can hear.
Yes.
I think very good. I think God should stay. I think can he come with?
Yeah.
He come later.
Yeah, she said she did.
Okay, good. Excellent. Hmm.
So when the Mahabharata fighting was happening, right? Achyut,
Yes.
you know the Mahabharata fighting was
Yeah.
happening. At that time, he was riding the chariot, and who was sitting behind?
Arjuna.
Arjuna. But what should happen actually? Who should be riding? Who should be sitting?
Arjuna should be ready. Krishna should be sitting.
Exactly. But why is it that? I mean, it's like taking instructions. Like Uber driver is there. You tell him, take left, go right, go straight, stop here. I want to get down. I have to take a coffee. You tell all that to Uber driver, right? Arjuna was telling, hey, can you take me in the front? Can you take me in the middle? Hey, stop, stop. I don't want to fight right now. So Krishna is obeying everything, right? At this stage, you know how old was he? 125 years. When he was riding the chariot, he was 125 years old. But you will never see that. So Krishna has another name. It's called Nava Yavvanam Cha. Nava Yavvanam.
Always young.
Always young. Not beyond 16. Never beyond 16. But he can take any form he wants. He did a Bala Krishna when he was eating makhan. It was baby Krishna, right? That time this baby Krishna, Balya Leela it's called. Then there is Pauganda Leela. Means he was 5, 6 years old. He was playing with the cows and going around in the field, playing Damodar Leela. All that is Pauganda Leela. Very mischievous, very naughty Krishna. That's Pauganda. Then there is Yavana. That is 16. Actually, Krishna did Ras Leela. You know how old was he? 8. 8 years. He was only 8 years he did Ras Leela. And that's when he went and to kill his maternal uncle, Kamsha. That time he was 8 years old. So Krishna was never aging. And Brahma makes a very beautiful prayer. You know, it's called Brahma Samhita. The first sloka is called Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadi Radir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. So we all think Brahma is the first person, right? But he himself is saying, but no, I'm not the first person. Anadi Adi Govinda. So Anadi means very, 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 very old. Adi means you're the beginning. Anadi Adi Govinda. So we all know physics. We all know science. We all study. So everything that happens, there is a cause and an effect. If I push something, it will move. The movement is the effect. And what was the cause? I pushed it. But then the push itself is the effect of another cause. You all are here, assembled here, right? This is the effect. What was the cause? One WhatsApp message.
Yeah, that's very cool.
So what was that cause?
Alone us putting the
Other
message.
than- What was that cause? What caused that cause? So if you go on analyzing everything like that, so we live in a world called causal ocean, cause and effect. There is nothing in this world that happens without a cause. But if you analyze all the causes, the original cause is you, Krishna. This I figured it out. Brahma is telling. And you are the oldest person, not me. He's saying you are the oldest person, yet you are the youngest.
Krishna's question.
Yes.
Why does he need to figure that out when, like, we already know that, and he's like in the higher planets? How does he not know that yet? We already know that.
No, he told us that's why.
That's what you know.
You know, maybe.
Not again.
The same thing.
So you are intelligent. You connected very fast. Unlike all of us. Even though we went to college, we studied masters, we did so many degrees, we didn't understand. Here, everything was going. You are very fortunate. Being so young. All the kids, everybody. Yes. Very fortunate. So this is the method of learning. So generally we think there is one way only we are taught in school of learning. That is scientific study. You have to question. There is a hypothesis. Then you take experiment, and there is either pass or fail. And if it is pass, then you conclude. We have a lot of chemistry. They can tell you all the experiments how they are conducted, and that is the way we learn. That's what they say. But there is another way of learning. There are many ways of learning. This is one way, the deductive way of learning by elimination and all that. And there is another way of learning called Anumana. You can also speculate. You can speculate something like, oh, I heard some sound outside. We all are sitting here only, but we can all come with some conclusion. Oh, I have experience. When I was coming, there was an ambulance sound, maybe there was a crash. Somebody can tell. Somebody else say something else. Oh, no, I'm familiar with this sound. I live in this neighborhood. This sound comes every time. It's no big deal. Or if it is a farm or something, oh, coconuts fall every time, so I know it's coconut sound. Something like that. But no, you cannot say any of these methods is guaranteed. Neither in the experimental world, nor in the speculative world. And there is a third way. And what's the third way of learning?
Already knowing it?
No, no. You hear from authority. Like we all learned who is our father. How did we know?
Use in our lives.
Huh?
Use in our lives.
Using? No, how did you know who's your father? A mob role, that's all. Simple. Even for scientists, his mom told him who his father is. Will the scientist say, no, no, wait, I don't believe you. I have to conduct the experiment. I will do one scenario. I should be X years old. My dad should be X plus 30. I will gather all the men who are X plus 30 and I will do one scenario where all are Caucasians, or if I am Asian, all the Asians. Then I will check all the DNA. Will you do that? Yeah. So, but that is one definite way of learning though. But none of us have done that in this subject matter of learning who our father is. Make sense?
Yeah.
The same way to understand who is God, Vedas are like a mother. And what does mother do? Point out to your father. Hey, this is your father. That's it. So simple it is. This is called descending knowledge. All the other methods are called ascending knowledge. But Vedic knowledge is descending. So Brahma spoke to his disciple Narada. Narada spoke to his disciple Vyasa. Vyasa spoke to his disciple, and then it came down. Madhva. Madhvacharya.
There are two questions.
Okay.
This boy has a question and that boy also has a question.
Arif? Oh, no, he just raised his hand.
Oh, I thought he raised. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you know.
I'm so sorry. I didn't give you a chance.
It will come as well.
You locked it next time.
Maybe I should give a paper and a pencil. Then you can write it down and how it. I think what happens is until they ask, right, they're not
On the next. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It keeps going.
I'll make it a point, I'll pause.
No, maybe, you should keep looking
Yeah,
every day.
I will.
Then or somebody has.
Ring the bell.
Yeah, that's a good one. Ring the bell.
Okay. So here, Krishna is
Listen.
now.
Yeah, he got-
got the question. Of course.
Why?
This is a very interesting question. Why? Because everything that you ask is in terms of this world, which is covered with two types of illusion, which is called space and time. Everything. So you are pushed in one direction. Generally, we know three dimensions, but there is a fourth dimension, which is called time, and it's linear. You only go forward. So right now you ask the question, can you go back and undo that? You cannot. Because the time is pushing all of us.
Can you put it?
Wait, I'll tell you. So when for Krishna, he has created this illusion. He is under control, just like the director in the movie. He can create any scenario in the movie. The director knows all the VFX effects and all that. Those are all effects that the director is creating. So he knows what um, environment he's putting the actor and the actress and everybody, all characters into that scene, right? If the director decides, he can undo that environment. And he knows it's just a green screen, he can always remove that and everything else is normal. He puts these extra backgrounds to make you feel they are in some other country or some other place. If he removes the background, there's nothing. If a director can do that, imagine the supreme director. So he put one background in all of our experience, which is called time. So it is described in the Brahma Samhita, the same Brahma Samhita. You live in a world where there is time which does not have future or past. There is only present. All the time it is present. That is the time you are living in. And we don't have experience of such time.
Who we? We human?
Yeah, we humans. We don't have. Because all of us are in this material world. In this material world, it is run with this background called time. If that time is removed, we don't know how we will be acting. So Brahma Samhita says, in the spiritual world, there is time which does not have a future, nor it does not have a past. We have no experience of that.
Basically, the entities are eternal.
Everybody is eternal. Of course, Einstein does say, if you know how to move at the speed of light, there is nothing, you are also not aging. And that is one thing because Brahma is at that level, he is not aging like us. Like us. He is also aging because time is also moving. Yeah, light is also moving. So now this particular sloka is actually a little deep philosophical concept. So the concept here is Krishna is saying Vedas are filled with a lot of mantras. And those are familiar with hearing all these mantras, especially the Purusha Sukta mantras, are very difficult to chant and all that. Sounds exotic, really nice, right? And all of us are attracted to such type of mantras. Krishna is saying, you know what? Most of the mantras which are exotic and when you chant, so much beautiful effect is coming. Most of them are like sugar-coated candies. Why? Because all they are offering you is to promote you from this loka up to the heavenly planets. And what do you get there? More happiness, more enjoyment. So that's all it is. That's all. So it is nothing great. It is nothing great. Then why are people attracted to that? Krishna immediately tells in the next sloka 44, because they have only one desire to enjoy, to enjoy, how to enjoy. So they are stuck. They are attracted to them for that. Yeah.
So I have one question and a follow-up question. So can Krishna get angry, and if he does, what will happen?
Of course, Krishna can get angry.
What will happen if he dies?
So Krishna showed his anger in the Mahabharata battlefield.
Also nursing.
Then he showed his anger as Narshingadev. What did he do? He ripped apart. You know, he has four symbols in his hand. What are they? Yes, it's called chakra, Sudarshan chakra. Chakra, Shankha, Gada, Padma is a flower. Lotus. So two are meant for the demons and two are meant for the devotees. Okay? Uh-huh. Conch. Ah, devotees. Oh, for the battlefield, he was playing the conch, Panchajanya. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he uses the chakra to chop off the heads and Gada, one. Finish. Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha used the club. One club. Boom. That's it.
No, but I think the difference is Krishna's anger is not manifested because of emotions. We can't trigger that. There's a reason. It's not planned.
No. There is nothing. Yeah, that is of course. And there is nothing good or bad when Krishna exhibits his anger. In fact, everything here you see is a reflection from the spiritual world. So if you have anger, that means originally there is anger in Krishna. Hare Krishna, welcome. So originally there is anger there, but that's in the pure state. That anger is in the pure state. If cheating is there here, guess where it is coming from? From Krishna. If there is Makanchor, is in fact Chauragra Ganyam. Chaura means thief. Now Agraganyam means is the best of all thieves.
Like violence of like pop up in his hand. Why would he steal?
Exactly. That's a good question. That's a good question. Just for fun. Everything is for love. Only with a loving relationship.
Nanda Maharaj is 9 lakh cows. And that he had so much butter, he needs to actually clean. But all the other gopis, they wanted to give to Krishna. They cannot go because they already have so much. So Krishna wanted, he knew in their heart that they wanted to give butter to him and they cannot give because he already is so rich. He is Nanda Baba's son. So they all, so he went and stole from there. Yeah. So make
It's like a game. It's like a role play. It's like a role play.
Yeah.
See, when, Okay, when there are two things, Krishna has another name called Hari. Okay, Hari means one who steals. But when Krishna steals, he gives something else. He gives something so special that you cannot even imagine. That is how Krishna steals. And if he steals, he will steal only all the bad things about you. All the sinful activities, he will steal from you. But what when he leaves something, he will leave something. When he steals also, he will leave something. The two things he will do.
What does he any idea?
What is a good thing? Yes. He will leave so much love inside your heart that you will be overflowing with that kind of love. If Krishna comes into your heart and if he steals, he is not a small thief, he's a very big thief. In fact, there is a prayer, it's called Chaurashtakam. One day we'll learn that. It's beautiful, beautiful bhajan. That devotee says, oh my Lord, I have never seen a thief like this expert. You're such a stealthy thief. You know what you do? We have accumulated millions and millions and millions of lives like a mountain of sins. How is it that you come, steal all of that, and we don't even come to know? What a great thief you are. Hats off to you. Gauragraganyam Purusham Namami. He keeps singing like that. So beautiful. That is Hari. Or he's not there.
This poem that you just
Yes, yes. Saurashtakam.
you have to learn
You
and
have to learn this. It's a beautiful one. Yeah.
you have to tell which day you are free and we can come and learn bhajans. Bhajan class is like
Slab just that.
yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful bhajan.
Yeah. Yeah. We are ready.
So Krishna says, now what I have done, just like how children, if there is a party, birthday party, they're continuously playing. Now parents will take to the birthday party, we all go. And the kid says, I don't want to come home, I'm playing. So what will the parents do?
Drag the book.
Yeah, you have to try to drag it. If you try too hard, then the kids will cry. Then what will the parents do? Okay, let him play some more. We'll wait. Let him be tired. Let's see how long he can play. Parents will say that. So the same way, Krishna made this arrangement in this world. It's like a playground. Today we call in the IT world, they call it Salesforce, they give a playground. You play around with all the tools and all that until you love something. Like that, this material world is like a playground. So this playground, you can just keep on playing as long as you want. Krishna won't disturb anybody. And by design, you can make mistakes in the playground, you lose your points. If you play well, you gain points. By design, it is like that. Now, nobody, the software creator is not partial. Oh, you got so many points, I lost so many points. The software creator is partial to you, not to me. We cannot say that. Like that, the Supreme Lord is neutral in this world. Somebody became very rich, somebody became very poor. Oh, why is that God is very cruel? No, God is not cruel. You just didn't learn the rules of the game, that's all. So the rules of the game here is, I'll just put it on the board for your easy reference. It's called Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. You put that or you
Yeah.
remember. It's called Dharma,
Can't see. Can you all see? Okay.
Artha,
This is the reverse in this actually, only that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's reverse.
Kama. You can reverse there,
Can I?
I think.
No, then I put like this? Like this?
I don't know. No.
No?
Ask him, you tell.
Uh,
Not camera, so it's hard.
no. No, it's okay. You continue.
Fine. So the way it is
Listen,
set up-
listen, Suchi.
the way the world of the game is set up here in this world is you do dharma, then automatically you'll get artha. Artha means opulence, prosperity. Prosperity generally it is categorized as 6 varieties, which is Janma. Let's put it in English. Janma is birth. You get a good birth. What type of family and all that. Aishwarya, opulence, riches, good birth. Then what type of fame you get also is categorized there. You get good health, also is categorized with this. And then people say he's lucky, right? Opportunities, all that opportunities.
You.
Or luck. Okay. And then what else?
Beauty.
Beauty. What type of body you get? These 6 are considered Janma, Aishwarya, Shuddha, Sri. These are all generally called the sugar candy. Okay. So because you get all these faculties, then what can you do with that? Enjoy. Enjoy. Kama means enjoy. So I remember when we first came to America, my classmates, they called, we came to America now almost 4 or 5 years over. Have you gone to Las Vegas? No, even now I'm not gone. It's almost, I'm not years, 25 years. So you reached in your life. You reached in your life, you not brother. That's the purpose. Come to America for that. That's exactly what people are infatuated here. Everybody in this whole world, we know how this is. That is karma to enjoy. So this is a loop. It's a continuous loop. In software, we all know how loops work. So then with this karma, now you got an idea, very clear idea how to satisfy this karma because this is the driving force, right? So what I have to do more to satisfy this more? If I have to enjoy more, what I should do more? More karma. Then get back to the loop. Get back more. So now what happened? I'm doing more dharma. I'm doing more dharma. So what is happening? More artha. So that I can enjoy more. Who the hell cares for this? Right? That is our attitude in Kali Yuga. And this is exactly what the 2 slokas are talking about. Krishna is saying 44, 42, 43, 44. He's saying people don't even care for this because they are obsessed with this. As long as you're obsessed with fulfilling your karma, then love dharma. In fact, Krishna said, this is Kaitava Dharma, cheating religion. Krishna is the giver of religion. He is who is the one who is giving Vedas. And he is telling this type of dharma, which is only satisfying your karma, is cheating religion. This is not what I expect you to do. This is not what I gave religion for. That is the point. He will go to the next sloka and he will expand on it. So, any questions here? Anything that concept that you didn't understand? Yeah.
How do we reconcile this with Grahastha Dharma? If we have to live the life of the family,
Right.
and that is a dharma,
Yeah.
which leads to outcome, which and it is a phase of life.
It's phase of life. Yes.
How do you reconcile it?
So it's a very good question. It's a very good.
You can tell the question again.
Okay, the question is asking is how do you reconcile marriage life? Because marriage itself is called Grihastha Dharma. It's a dharma, and we all have to practice. And to maintain that dharma, obviously you need a house to satisfy wife and children, you need a job, all that. And how do you reconcile that? Because without all this artha, I can't even manage that portfolio. That is very valid question. So Bhagavatam talks about that in this way. So there are two categories called Grihastha and there is something called as Gruhamedi. Now this word, second word, we are not even familiar with. But Bhagavatam talks about these two and says Grihastha is the one who is progressive towards the spiritual cultivation of knowledge and he understands the responsibility that he entered into this contract that he is responsible not for himself but his wife and children to bring them back to Krishna. If he cannot deliver his children, better do not become a father. If you cannot, it says not only for a father, it also says for a king, it also says for a guru. If you cannot teach your disciples and tell them to go back to Vaikuntha, better don't be a guru. If you cannot lead the citizens in such a dharmic way so that they all get moksha, better don't be a king. So these three prohibitions are there. So now what is Grahamedi? Grahamedi is what we all are familiar with, which is called joint contract. Both husband and wife enter into a contract for jumping into a dark, deep well which does not have a bottom, which is sense gratification. Let's enjoy to the max. Even at 70, 80, whatever, the program continues. We just enjoy. But a grihastha is the one which you are referring to, is construed, taken away from context. The background is taken away, and we are using only the term grihastha, but we have put ourselves into grahamedi situation. So we are confusing the two terms. Grihastha is a progressive spiritualist, and that is why it is called Vivaha Yajna. Vivaha itself is a yajna. Yajna means to satisfy Vishnu. Yajna is not to satisfy husband or wife. So we have removed the center. The center is Vishnu. When both are trained, if he is trained as a good brahmachari, because he knows how to control his senses, even as a grihastha, he knows how to control his senses. Grihastha is only allowed to procreate. Only for that reason he can meet with his wife. Otherwise, no enjoyment is allowed. So for that you need training as a brahmachari. And when you enter 50, you're supposed to be entering into vanaprastha. That means you are declaring, both of you are declaring openly, let's get ready, slow down in our material pursuit, and let's increase our focus in spiritual activity. And sannyasi is now, in sannyasi again there are four lot of stages. We don't have to get into the detail of that, but the point is, grihastha is a progressive stage. Grahamedi is the opposite. So Grahamedi life we should not have. Grihastha life, yes, we should. But with little tweaks, we can actually all become nice grihasthas again. Good question. Thank you.
It's just that we are not aware
That's
as we are
We
Hindus.
don't have training.
We-
Just like he said, we were not even aware that there are so many sampradayas like that. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
So any other questions anybody wants to ask? Huh? No? Nobody? You want to ask anything? Neeta?
I'm absorbing whatever is recording.
And Shivani?
No.
Nothing as of now. But if you have questions, please do ask because it's always better to get clarification. Auntie, आपको nothing? You have a question, Moksha?
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
What does dharma, artha, and kama mean? She didn't understand.
Dharma means it's like code of conduct. Just like when you drive a car, what are the rules for driving? There are certain rules you are expected to read, right? You can't just go on the road and drive and say, oh, I don't know. You're not allowed. You are expected to read, pass the exam, there's a written exam, there's a driving test, you have to get a license. All so many things are there before you go onto the road, correct? Can you and I decide, okay, from today onwards, for you, there is no rule of where you can put the car. Can we decide like that? We cannot. For the whole country, the rules are already made. None of us can change it. Like that, how to conduct in this world, ourselves in this world, there is a law book. And what is that law book?
Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad Gita. This is the law book. You are expected to learn this, how to conduct your life. Like he asked the question, how do you be a grihastha? It's written there. If you learn it, you'll be a good grihastha, that's all. So when you follow, even one thing in that constitutes dharma.
Abhay?
Hare Krishna. Haribol. So Krishna is saying you better learn the dharma fully before you ride the bike. Right? If you don't understand fully, then you can be stuck up in a very small portion of the dharma, thinking you are doing dharma. That is what Krishna is telling here. You better know what is dharma. In fact, I'll tell
So
you.
one minute. Tell no what. So dharma is there are a lot of in the Vedas, in the scripture, there are a lot of pujas, a lot of things written. But all of those are to satisfy your like kama.
Correct.
Hare Krishna. See you. We'll see you again.
Correct.
So dharma.
Oh, okay.
So many pujas and all are there. So if you do those, yes, then you will get artha. What is written over there? Artha means money. And then when you get money, then you have, you want to have, enjoy that money, right? So that is this thing. Like you do first devotions, not devotions, dharma, yani ki any puja or anything you do. Like your parents go to temple, right? They go to temple, they do some dan or they do something. Then what will happen? With that, they'll get some money. With that, they will satisfy the senses.
No, you're not just that. Dharma gives you 6 things.
Yeah, I'm just saying, just
I'm
to
just saying.
explain her in a
I know,
simple
I
way.
know.
Yeah,
Not just money.
yeah.
These are all considered things that people desire. People desire all these things.
Okay, so like that, in the loop, you'll keep on going. You'll do dharma only because you want to get some benefit out of it and to satisfy your senses. But Krishna is saying, let's not get into this loop of only doing dharma for artha and to satisfy your senses. Artha means money or those 6 things which are written over there. Not for that only. You want to do for moksha, to understand why are we in this material world. Why not get out of here? We're stuck up here, right? So why not learn about that? And so dharma is not actually meant only for this 3 things. Dharma, artha, kama. Dharma, artha, kama. Actually, dharma, artha, kama, then you should naturally be interested. Why am I suffering? What is it that I should do?
Name moksha means
That is only moksha over the last one.
that's the name moksha.
Yeah, very nice actually, Nehu.
So moksha means liberation. Liberation from all types of misery and all types of conditions in the material world that we are stuck in, that you are liberated. Just like a thief in the jail. He has a particular life, everything is restricted. Everything is restricted. Like that, we also for the Atma, everything is restricted in this body. There is a limit. So body can do certain things only. You cannot do unlimited things. So many things you cannot do. Body gets suffering, body becomes old, disease, so many things. You cannot stop all that. No matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful you are, you cannot. Right? So moksha, when you are free, just like the prisoner is out of the jail, like that when the soul is out of this jail of the body, then the soul has its own life. The soul has a life, life, eternal bliss. That is a different experience. Right now, we don't know what it is. Right now, we don't know. But we will get to that point. So, generally, what is the experience? We all tell our children, don't do bad things, do good things. This is a common thing we all hear, right? That is, you think is reasonable way to instruct. Now, you will see in the same Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, what do you expect normally? People practice yoga, do dharma, like that you say. You know what Krishna says in the end, 18th chapter when you go? He said, give up this nonsense dharma, yeah. I don't want you to do any dharma. Are, if Krishna says, give up adharma, you can understand. But here Krishna is saying, give up dharma. What kind of instruction is that? But that is the final instruction. Sarva dharman parityajya. Give up all dharma. I don't care for your good dharma, charity dharma, this dharma, that dharma, nothing. I don't care for anything. Give up everything, all dharma. Mam ekam sharanam raja. There is only one dharma. What is that? Mam ekam sharanam raja. Take shelter of me alone. So any dharma that you learn has to bring you to this final conclusion dharma, to surrender to Krishna. If somebody who is caught up in the loop, he will never understand beyond this, right? That's what Krishna is trying to tell. He's saying, he's pointing your attention now away from this loop. And he's telling, oh, there is another something else. And what is it something else? Mam ekam sharanam raja. That dharma you should learn. And for that purpose, you have to stick to the lesson. You cannot read, oh, I am in first standard. I finished my first grade. I finished my schooling. No, just stick to it. Just 10 years. After that, it's only, we'll say 10 years. After that, there's 4 more years. After that, another 4 more years. That's a different story. But stick to it. You learn. Like that, people will say, oh, I know Bhagavad Gita, karma nevadikara, say you should do your duty, you should do your duty. I'll let you go and work. That's what people say. Because they have not learned, they have not heard, they have not understood properly. If we are to put you in a college, how much your parents will be thinking? Which college? Target college, ID college, this college, which subject? So much they are thinking. Correct? To put you in a college for what? so that you will get good job and good money. Finally, that only, correct? But when it comes to learning about God, everybody is thinking, can we come like 1 hour a week? I mean, like we are very busy, but 1 hour is very difficult. Okay, if you say that's the only thing you can do. So we are so much bargaining when we want to learn about God, but we take all the effort to learn a little bit about one course. This computer course they are teaching. Oh, I'm ready to go. Wherever it is, I'm ready to go. They're teaching AI. I will learn. I'll pay $600, no problem. $3,000 I'll pay to learn a skill because it gives extra. Extra. My Vedrana was there. He would say all the devotional terms, but in a perverted way. He said, you do bhajan no at your home. I do bhajan every day. What does bhajan mean? No, bhajan. You do your bhajan, I do my bhajan. You know that bhajan.
You know what that means? No, she doesn't know.
Playing cards.
Playing cards.
So we say we are chanting japa. Arey yaar, I 24 hours I do japa. There's only one difference, direction. You know what direction? You do like this, Hare Krishna like this. We do like this. Chant japa also. After everything is over, what you do? You take tirtham, no? After your abhishekam, you take. You also do tirtham. What is tirtham? Liquor. They also, they are happy. We are in our own world. Why? Because they're obsessed in this cycle. No matter what you do, they will twist everything for enjoyment. How I can twist this dharma also to get into this. So Vyasadeva is very clever. He only wrote everything down, written down, but he said, forget everything. All the Karma Kanda portions I have written till now, forget it. It is not applicable for Kali Yuga. Stop it. Everything. And you'll be surprised how much literature has been written. All this. All this. He said, just put a cross now. Forget it. I will just give you one instruction how to get bhakti to Krishna. And that is one single Bhagavad Purana. That is like PhD. First, you will get your graduation, that is Bhagavad Gita. After that, you go into PhD program. You enroll into that. Then you get Krishna Bhakti. So this is the basic program, and it is a lifetime subscription. You have to subscribe into this program, and you will be a good student.
And there are many types of
Yeah.
moksha also.
Shivani.
So, why do we need to worry about nature in the first place? Because until the time that we are alive,
Right.
don't need to really worry about nature because it's talking about soul liberation. We're not until the time that we are living. Why do we need to worry about nature at all?
Actually, it's a very good question. But the point is, we do not understand what is moksha. That's the problem. We cannot reconcile this idea. Like we gave a small example last time also. There was a boatman. Every time he does boat ride, one person, he takes 25 paisa, few penny. He'll cross them the other side. But he has a problem. All the road, on the bank, it's all the sharp rocks are there, pebbles and the glass pieces and all that. He gets hurt every time. But then he has this great desire of becoming very rich. So every time he takes one customer, he'll tell, one day I'll be very rich. One day I'll be very rich. So one customer asks, every day I'm seeing you become very rich. What you will do when you become very rich? And he says, you don't know. If I become very rich, I will buy so much foam, I'll put on the bank of the river, then I can easily take my boat. Good idea?
How is the idea? What do you think? Good idea. Okay, wait. Here, where are all the boys? They all go. Everybody is gone. Hare Krishna. Oh my God. So
So wait, Arvi, why is this good idea?
you want to keep it here? You want to offer?
So nobody will get hurt. But if he's so rich, does he have to build a boat right? So that is liberation. So he has no concept of what is being liberated from being poor state. He's a poor man, but he has no idea of how a rich man lives. Right? The same way your question is irrelevant right now because we all are poor materially. We don't know what is the richness in happiness that you will get as a liberated person. We have no clue.
The pursuit of happiness. There's no happiness. You get a little happiness, then you suck through it and wait for the next happiness to come, and that struggle goes on for life. And by the time you realize, oh, I'm 80 years old, I'm 90 years old, and all I know is just running behind me. Or
Flickering happiness.
I was reading that it's like the ECG.
Yes.
There's one spike of happiness, and then you're just waiting. And another spike, small spike comes, and you're like, I'm happy. So how wonderful the life is. And the next day, you're like, I'm so scared. What if this wonderful job goes away? My kids go away. I become poor.
There is Tulsi. She can put Tulsi actually.
And
Over there, somewhere Tulsi.
because
On the floor also.
changing things.
Yeah, to her, you can do. Radha, you can put Tulsi actually in that. Yeah, you can take one Tulsi, no problem. Just take one. No, also one more answer I would like to give for that is Hare Krishna. So the other question answer what I would like to give, just like when we are going in school, we are studying. So we know there is an exam at the end of the year. So there are some kids who will not study at all. Oh, it's okay, doesn't matter. But there will be some kids who will know, they'll be very conscious. Oh, there is an exam. I should study and I should, do well in my exam. So we are looking, those people who work from the beginning are the ones who will get 100. So why not from the beginning only we use, like these small kids are there. From now only, if they are trained that what is the purpose of life, then when they have their, and what is the test? What is the test? What is the test? What is the exam for us? All of us. It is death. And death is our exam. What we remember, what we have desire at the time of death, that is what we will get. So if you prepare for the whole life, then only you will remember Krishna. So moksha, you can't get just like that. It's not, last may I think, puri zindagi, you have done all faltu work. And I'll think of Krishna or, Narayan at the time of death. How can it be? You didn't do any practice whole life. Then how can you, when you did study the whole year, how can you pass the exam? So it's that. There is another answer for that. Yeah.
Like, why karma is so important?
Yeah.
Basically, the idea is if you are actually doing it properly under the guidance of a proper guru, then the guru will always regulate you. The guru will regulate you. If you get so much artha, he will not let you enjoy. He will direct that artha towards charitable activities, towards other spiritual activities, how this artha should be utilized. So, and that is why you see in the other ages, people were very dharmic and they're super rich. They're super rich, but they're always under the direction of a guru, and the guru will always regulate them from their desires. And that's how all the charitable work was being performed. And the kings, especially, they are meant to be Raja Rishi. He's a rishi. He's not a king. He's more of a rishi than a king. So he should learn how to regulate himself, and despite all the riches, he should live for himself very, very modest way. Unless it is done like that, then if such a person is doing dharma artha kama, automatically he will be directed to moksha with no difficulty. But people in Kali Yuga are short-lived, they're manipulative, they don't trust anyone, they're always misguided, and they're always quarrelsome. These are all the bad qualities of Kali. Kaler dosha nidhe rajan, asti hi ekat mahat gunam. Kali Yuga, nidhi means what? Mine. It is a mine of what? Bad quality. Kaler dosha nidhi. All full with faults. But there is one good quality of Kali Yuga. Asti hi ekat mahat gunam. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya nama mukta sangha param braje. Simply by chanting Krishna's name, you get liberation. So that is why this system is not encouraged. But unfortunately, people in India following the tradition, they are so much infatuated in practicing this type of dharma. And this dharma, especially in South India, so many they have. You have to give, I know people also concoct so many of these things which are not really, it's all for show. There is a, 1 lakh Pasapukam Kumu, you put like a big mountain and give dhan, charity. It's mostly, everything is directed to please Vishnu. But all these things, because they lose their own sanctity, Vishnu is removed, then so that lady called 10 people, I should call 20. That lady called 20, I should call 30. That lady gives saris, silk saris to everyone. I should give silk sari plus something else. You have seen all these kind of things going on. All in the name of Dharma. Especially when it becomes so much exaggerated when there is Lakshmi Puja. When Lakshmi Puja comes, oh, you entire jewelry shopping, everything goes in frenzy. That's how it is. Then they wear.
If you don't buy anything, then
So that's the marketing they are using. So there are no. Actually, there's a very beautiful tradition. One guy, there's a very nice Brahmin. Who was actually there's only one sincere Brahmin in a village, and he's the one.
You want to sit down?
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
I can sit down also. I'm tired actually.
talking about tradition. So this Brahman is very, very nice guy, and he's very popular because of his knowledge.
Huh? It's okay. We can all hear you.
So this Brahman, because he's so famous, there are other Brahmins who are actually not Brahmins. By birth only they are Brahmin. By practice they are not. So what they do, all we have to do is just copy this guy. Then we will also become famous. So this Brahmana, every day he goes to Ganga and to take bath. So he has a particular plate. He makes the plate in such a way. So he goes to the bath to take bath. So when he comes out of the bath, he sees there are 200 plates exactly same. So he doesn't know which is his plate. So he gets confused. So what he does next day when he goes, just to know what is my plate, he takes some matti and then makes a small ball from that, and then he puts in his plate. He goes for a bath, and he comes back. Guess what? All the 200 plates have this matti. What's wrong? What is this going on? So people think that become traditions. This puja plate means you should have this matti ball. So like that, traditions have changed so badly Nowadays, you don't even know what is Vivaha Yajna we were talking about, right?
What
Now,
exactly
after-
you should do?
What exactly is already forgotten. Now the latest trend of Vivaha Yajna means you have to get an event manager. You have to get Bollywood song singing.
Everybody dances.
And you should nowadays you should get one. Haldi Mehendi has become per piece contract. That's a per piece contract. You should get one foreign singer or artist for your.
Choreographer.
For photographer, photographer is next level.
Choreographer.
Choreographer next level. People, nobody knows to dance. Even that old people are made to go through the torture of dancing, and they sing on horrible meaning lyrics, which are all Gandhi Bad type of music.
Destination.
Nothing. There's no connection.
But main
of
thing,
what is that?
main thing you tell, they will tell to the pujari, "We don't
Pujari has no role to play because he really has no role to play. Because he has no stuff. He does not know what to tell. That is also there. In fact, Vivaha Yajna is the starting of inviting the soul called Garbhadhan Samskara. The Garbhadhan Samskara means the womb of the bride is purified in that ceremony. Now today that has transformed into destination wedding and live-in culture. People don't have no concept about it. The soul actually a pure soul can be invited. So Prabhupada actually trained disciples, even the Western disciples, they know exactly what is Garbhadhan Samskara. We have to chant 50 rounds of Hare Krishna even before you actually meet as a husband and wife to invite the soul. And definitely great souls will come. In fact, 11th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam tells there will be a time in Kali Yuga where on the banks of Tungabhadra, Kaveri, and Yamuna, pure devotees, all the entire population will be pure devotees will come. And it says all the devatas are standing in a line to take birth in Kali Yuga, waiting for such devotees. So such devotees have to be made and the field
These
is
are
right. These
our
are our
kids. All of them, they will
they have
become,
to be trained
they have to be trained.
properly. Then we will automatically invite such souls. Then you will get all those Avengers kind of kids. How Kunti knew to invite such Avengers. Exactly. So that is the power we all have. And the same opportunity is available.
Why Tungabhadra?
It's predicted. Maybe I guess all the devotees would go there. It's a prediction. Bhagavatam also gives predictions. So this is one of the predictions. So Kali Yuga is Kaveri. It's there. I can take the sloka out for you.
Maybe Bangalore, I think, Indore.
It's called Bangalore.
So it's called Bangalore. After reading the sloka, we went and purchased 100 acres land on the bank of Kaveri.
Yeah.
Actually, seriously, we believe it so
There is
much.
a farm there.
Yeah,
There is a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was born in
Kaveri.
Kaveri.
You were?
Oh, wow. Wow.
Name is Tyagarajan.
Oh.
He's from the same village.
Oh, very nice.
You know the importance of Kaveri.
No. I don't know.
Vibhishan was gifted Srirangam deity, it's a Saligram Shila, which Ramachandra told was worshipped by Indra, was installed by Bhrugumuni, which was actually not carved, and it was a direct manifestation of the Lord, Srirangam. The Lord is sleeping there. So actually the Char Dham, what you hear, the whole thing is connected. So Krishna is the king, right? In Dwarka. So Dwarka is one of the dhams. So Krishna is there, but he's very busy man. He's not available. Krishna is not available for anyone. He's so busy with his Makan Chor and all the gopis and all the Vrindavan Leela. There's no time for anybody. So But Krishna is very sensitive. Anybody, you make one prayer, immediately Krishna wants to reciprocate and he wants to give you. So many devotees are praying to Krishna. Now, Krishna was feeling bad that I can't respond to all the devotees' requests. So he decided, okay, I'm coming and I'm staying here without blinking my eyes, without even sleeping. I will accept any seva you give to me as Jagannath, Baladev and Subhadra. That is why you see the eyes won't even close. Because if I close, maybe I'll miss one devotee. I don't want to miss one devotee also. Generally, in any temple, there is a regulation like you have a fixed time, you wake up and fixed time.
Correct.
In Jagannath Puri, even midnight, we will accept beautiful shringar, beautiful offering, 56 offerings all through the day. Any number of times it is offered to Jagannath. Japan Bhog. Then so much he's eating, then he goes to Srirangam. He's taking a nap. Or receiving again seva from the devotees. And all the three rangas, there is Adi Ranga, Madhya Ranga, and Antya Ranga. There are three Ranganath temples. You see?
So what's the fourth one?
Rameshwari.
Badrinath. Badrinath.
Badrinath. Badrinath. So there also he is sitting in meditation. Narayan Rishi. Right. So suppose now there is a fifth Dham, Ayodhya.
Yeah.
Which we all have to go and see. Yeah. We have to see. And so beautiful. The we had a class actually last week in Prabhupada village, which he gave a class. And I have it. I'll share the recording if you want to watch. Yeah, you can watch that. Yeah. Any other questions, or we'll stop the class here? I think we are still.
Yeah,
We can continue after that.
If anybody want to stay back,
Yeah.
yeah, wish.
So we are stopping here. So we want to Bhagavad Gita.
Generally after the class, any number of times you pay obeisance.